Welcome to your Daily Smash for Thursday, April 24th. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
We just had the greatest dinner.
The best dinner.
Molo?
Molo, it used to be Sabatino's, which has the best sausages. If you ever come to Newport Beach, go to Molo. It's right by Lido Island.
Italian.
I had the
old school.
So we talk about our days. We talk about like what goes on in our life. This is what it's about. Good, bad, or ugly. We all have like ugly things that come in and out of our lives.
What about good things? What about happy things?
Happy, good things. But I'm just saying, like some crazy things happened today. And
yes,
I want to start off with working out with Carol. I know Carol watches, and so does Shelly.
What's up, guys?
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Carol is 65 years old, and she has a better body than any of us. She looks super young.
Incredible.
She still works in advertising, which I used to do.
I just assumed she was a full-time trainer because she's in that great a shape.
She's amazing. Thank you, Carol. And then Shelly is one of our patrons and smashers, and she tries to teach me how to do TikTok. I just can't get into TikTok. She's like a big, huge influencer. She gets things shipped to her.
Yeah, she's good like that.
Yeah.
She is.
Court reporter and a hard worker, too.
I skipped Carol's class this morning. Apologies. I just couldn't do it. I've been so slammed this week doing double duty on Newsmax every day. I'm hosting Ed's show and my show, and I continue to do that throughout the week because he's in Rome and he's doing the top of his show, and then it's up to me, and that's great. But I forgot about one live shot today, and I get a text message saying, "Hey, can we see you in front of the camera?" And I had just finished breaking down like 100 boxes and garbage outside our garage for a special pickup. I'm sweating. I'm wearing like a, I don't want to call it a white beater. What do you call those?
A tank top.
Tank top. Thank you. And I see that, and I hadn't even showered yet, and I see this message. Hey, can we see in front of the camera? And I'm like, wait, I thought this hit was in an hour and a half. They go,
so Rick,
no, it's in 6 minutes.
I'm in the shower. No, I'm in the shower.
6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on.
Because I'm sweating. I'm in the shower.
I come in and go, what do I do?
I have 5 minutes. I go, put a shirt on. Just put a shirt on.
I'm like, okay. I just went like this in the mirror, legit like this, put on a dress shirt and a tie, ran to my office, threw on some powder.
Because I don't even know what this is about. I go, don't you just read the prompter?
No, it wasn't one of those. It wasn't me doing a show. It was me being a guest on another show, and they always have different topics to discuss with other guests on the show. So it wasn't until I sat down, and I'm not kidding, somehow within, let's say 7 minutes, I was in front of the camera, lights on, plugged in, IFB microphone. And I literally at that moment, and they already started that show, that hour, the top of the hour, I said, what am I talking about? And they said, China and tariffs. I was like, okay. And within 3 or 4 minutes, I was on TV. And I had just 6 minutes earlier been sweating in a tank top.
And wearing sweats underneath. It's hilarious, by the way. You would die laughing if you saw him.
Meanwhile, downstairs, you were navigating the cabinet guy, the TaskRabbit guy, the FedEx delivery pickup. I don't know how many other things were going on. Oh, and you were addressing envelopes for our VIP Patreon
So I have
members.
a lot of people from other places. Linda Tempest, Lamb,
Becky
Farrell
in
from
Spain,
Gibraltar.
We have Canada. We have
I had
Great
another
Britain.
Canada. I had like 5 Canadians. We go to UPS and they say, "Do you have their phone numbers?"
You need a phone number.
I don't have anybody. I don't have anyone's phone number. I thought I had Linda Tempest's phone number, but I don't have it. I wanted to call her and say,
well,
hey,
I guess she's not getting her sweatshirt. Oops. Oh, well.
I tried, though.
I'm not sure she would have worn it anyway. But
she probably would have lit it on fire.
But others
I was trying to be nice.
are very eager for their sweatshirts. And I promise you, if you're a VIP member of our Rick and Kelly show on Patreon, your sweatshirt is coming.
So wait. I just want to talk about the workout today.
Oh, okay.
So Rick didn't want to go.
I could not. I just couldn't.
So we end up doing these. I'll just tell you.
The crab walk or whatever.
So she goes, Linda goes, not Linda. Carol goes, missed it. Right here. She says, Rick missed a good one today.
Oh.
I think I kicked my own ass. And I said that to you, right?
Yeah.
Because Rick, when he works out and he does these classes, he's so funny. They'll be like this, right? Hold on. Like we'll be going like this, and Rick will be like this, or he'll be doing something like very odd. But anyway, we're doing.
You guys know all the moves. You've done these before, like in aerobics classes your whole lives, and I've never done any of them.
So funny.
I'm like, wait, which arm goes up and which arm goes out? And you're showing me these bear crawls you're doing with like.
I go, Rick would have died. So we were all in the class.
and burpees all rolled into a crawl across the floor.
And I go,
I'm like, oh my God, there's no way.
This Carol, that's our trainer. She's exactly Rick's age.
Mm-hmm.
Graduated high school in 1978.
Yeah, so did I.
And I go, Rick, you're gonna let her beat you, like, right? Like,
she would kick
she's
my butt.
ridiculous.
Yeah, she's fit. And the classes, which I appreciate because they don't stop. It's you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do 3 more sets of that, and the breaks are like 10 or 15 seconds.
I thought you think Orange Theory was like easier for you.
Orange Theory was as hard as you wanted it to be, and I would push myself because you track your calorie burn count, and I wanted to be like first in the class, so I would try extra hard.
I do like that Orange Theory.
I liked it a lot.
The problem I don't like with Orange Theory is I got hurt. So what happens is when you're doing these fast moves, which you do in Orange Theory, you can hurt yourself. If you have bad form, you're up for hurting yourself. And
well, I
that's
hurt
what
myself
I did.
in one of Carol's classes, actually. You know, I feel like because I am older, I need to warm up first and I need to stretch. And some of these exercises, I'm not ready for it. So easy to like, ding, you just pull something.
Oh my God.
What's that?
Ding! Right when you said ding, it went ding.
Oh.
Thank you for dinner. I love you guys. It's refreshing to talk to people who actually get it.
She told the funniest stories, and the whole time I'm thinking, why don't we have a camera here? Like, this is a reality show. This chick going on dates is a reality show.
That's a reality show.
Oh my God. Talking about, and I don't want to like give anything away or embarrass anyone who might be watching, who knows, but the dude was like,
wait, no, let me set this up
okay,
real
go
quick.
ahead.
So it was my next door neighbor, and she's a little younger than me. I think she's maybe 46. And she went to Lafayette College.
Where I went for a year after a semester.
And she's a violinist like Rick.
They tried to kick me out of the college after a semester.
Okay, so it's weird that they have these like kind of things, but Rick really never.
I forgot she was a violinist.
Yeah, Rick never.
Would you like an egg?
No, thank you. Rick never really kind of like really talked to her, got to know her, but she and I are friends, and she does a lot of the parties for Newport Beach. Mm-hmm. She's very successful, and she married this very affluent man. I can't say who it is.
Okay.
He ended up passing away and giving her a crap load of money.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She told you my ex-husband is, and then she comes from, her sister's like a billionaire. She told you. So.
Don't remember that either.
Anyway, so she calls me and she said, hey, my next door neighbors moved in.
No, someone just moved into our old house.
In our old house. And I said,
After
they're just now.
4 months.
And they're trying to rent it out, I think, for $15,000, something crazy like that. And I said, I want to go over there. I'm going to pick up my packages at the mailbox. I thought I'd turn this off. She keeps texting me. And I go, I want to go meet the owners because I still have packages going to Port Kimberly in the Port Streets.
One was there like 2 weeks ago. Well,
Yeah.
no, one was on Lido a couple weeks ago.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And because Rick gets these Pepsids from Amazon, they automatically ship, and so they go there.
You know what? I don't think I changed the address. I meant to. I don't think I did.
Well,
I think it's still going to go there.
Kip will still call us. So whatever. So anyway, we we're starving. Like, we're hungry.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Like, we're like ravenous.
And then she got hangry at the table because we're sitting there for 20
no,
minutes.
so I go, she's like, I just got out of a massage. So we
Mm-hmm.
sit down. She's like, let me open some champagne. So I'm like, okay, fine. We'll have a glass. So we're drinking champagne. I go, let's go meet the neighbors so I can give them my phone number in case a package comes. They can call me.
Right.
She's like, because she called me and told me that they moved in. So I knock on the door and the guy opens up and I go, Kip! And he goes, Kelly! And Rick goes, wait, what? And she's
It was so weird.
wait, you guys know each other?
The guy who just rented the house that we moved out of 4 months ago, that's been sitting vacant this whole time. The guy who rents the house, they're like buds. He opens the door and there he is with his new wife and his puppy in the house we lived in. And he goes, what are you doing here? We're like, she's like, well, what are you doing? You're
here?
living
like,
in my old house?
Yeah. And so, like, Kip and I are like this, right? We used to be tight and, like, real tight.
But
and
not like that type.
No, we never hooked up or anything. We were just buds. Like, because we were going through a divorce at the same time. But we knew each other before. Never hooked up with Kip. I promise you. But I love Kip. Like, he's like my brother.
Nice guy.
Nicest guy. And he just got married, thank God, because the ex-wife was so she's got 2 kids. He's got 2 kids. I know his kids. And Jolie, like, was friends with them when they were little, too. And it's just, so we ran into him, and that was fun.
Small world.
So we're like, let's go. Rick and I want to go eat Italian. We love this restaurant here called Bello. Amazing. And then she opens it. She's like, let's go to Molo. I'm like, all right, let's go to Molo. So we sit down, and I'm starving. And the guy's like, okay. I'm like, are someone going to take our order? How long did it take to take our order? It took a long time.
It seemed longer, perhaps, because we were so hungry. But first we ordered a glass of wine, right?
Yes.
Or you had a Prosecco.
Yeah, Prosecco.
But you're right. It took a while for him to come back and ask for food.
We had food, right? So
you know what you do though, and I'm sure you guys have experienced.
Well, we did order bread.
When you sit down, you have to say, "Hey, listen, we're starving. Can we order right away?" That you got to say that, or they follow a protocol. They give you a chance.
It's not like friends. I know, but I was just like, can you just give me some food? I was starving.
But how great was the food when it came?
Oh, so good. So we sat there, and I said, she's like, God, I just want to meet somebody like Rick. Like, you guys are so good. I love, you guys are always with each other. She was like, oh, Rick, Kelly said, oh, I'm so in love with Rick. And she's like, oh my God, it was so nice hearing that. Like, beside, he wasn't with me. And she's like, I want that relationship, but I can't find it. I'm from the East Coast. These guys are like soy boys. And they're like, they're like, whatever. She's like, I can't, they're like, they're not men in California.
Soy boys. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that's what she said. And she's like, I need a guy like, so I'm like this. I'm like, can someone take our order? And she's like, see, if I were like that on a date with a guy, they would be like, I don't want to be with her. That's what she said. And I go, well, you need to go on that website called The Perfect 12. 3 of my friends got billionaires off that site, and you need to go on this. And she's like, oh my God, I've been on that. And I go, well, what happened? She's like, she wouldn't believe the date I went on. Okay.
This is where it got really good.
She said, this guy, he's fluent. They fly in from all over to meet you, right? And she said she can't be mean to these guys because they won't refer her to another guy. If they think she's the problem, they won't farm out the dudes.
The service they subscribe to won't suggest her to other men because they're like, oh, she's trouble. She's hard to get along with, or she didn't like the last guy.
They won't farm out more men. They won't give you a bench.
So she pretends to like.
So she has to pretend that it was their fault or something. I swear. So she goes. So she's a member of this place called The House, and it's a private membership, and you have to be a member to be included in this restaurant.
It's basically a restaurant bar on the water,
and you can rent out Duffy's or whatever. So when you come to Newport Beach, the thing that you do is you rent out Duffy's and you tour the thing. It's just a little. I think I did that my first date with Rick when he came here.
First date?
It was soon
early on.
It was early. I put you on that.
It's cute. It's like a little
electric boat,
almost like a big rowboat, but you have a cover on it, and it's electric. And you can have 5 miles per hour. That's all it goes.
You can go champagne and cheese boards.
Quiet.
It's so lovely. I don't know why they never put that on the Housewives. So
I'm surprised they never did that. They never did Duffy's.
Not Duffy's. They did like boats and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I think it's just too small to put
Maybe
cameras
that's
on
it.
there. So she says that she flies this guy. He flies himself in because Rick goes, "Do you pay for this?" She's like, "No. He pays for everything." And she's like, he comes off the plane and he comes in. I'm like, "Well, how old is he?" She's like, "I don't know,
No,
62."
She said,
I don't know.
she goes. If it's the same person, she goes,
Yeah.
He said he was 62. And then she like rolled her eyes.
Yeah.
Like, he was probably 10 years older than that.
She said he must have been. Yeah, she did. She's like, I think it was 72. She's like, I think he was 72. So then she gets out and she's like, well, I want to take him to the house. Well, when he came out, she's like, oh my God, I know everybody there. I can't bring this guy. She's like, he came in with a bomber jacket, like parka, whatever. She said like old man look, right?
And she said like,
And she said he was
brittle.
Yeah, brittle. And she said he was walking
Wasn't
down.
drinking. Had just gone over the flu.
Oh no! So he comes in. But yeah, tell the story. So
Well,
she said
the best part of the
he's
story.
a better storyteller.
The
so
best
go
part
ahead.
I thought was that she said.
No. So he comes in with the flu. Start from there.
That he tells her he had the flu for 7 days and he's not going to drink, but you can imbibe whatever you want.
I go, imbibe?
She goes, I imbibe. He goes, I had to Google it. I didn't know what that was. I had to Google it.
No, you go. Imbibe. He knew the word right away.
I said, I know imbibe. I'm a wordsmith. You know, I'm a writer. I know what imbibe means.
I've never heard of that.
When's the last time you used imbibe in a sentence? You probably know what it means, but have you ever used it in a sentence in your entire life? It's the kind of thing you would write, perhaps, or maybe read someone else wrote.
Or have Chat GPT do it.
Hey, let's imbibe some margaritas, guys. What do you think? You want to imbibe some margaritas?
So she's
No one in the history of mankind has used imbibe in a sentence.
She goes, that's why I thought he was 72.
But also, the thing that struck me was she said that he grilled her for hours, grilled her. One question after another. Do you go to your college reunions? Why not?
No, he goes.
When's the last time you've been in Europe?
He goes, do you rent or own? And she goes, I rent. He goes, why do you rent? And she's like, what am I on the stand? What political party do you belong to?
Have you ever been married? Why not?
Have you ever been married? She's like, no.
And she goes,
why not?
What would your ex-husband say about you? She goes, he's dead.
Yes.
And the guy looks at her and goes, well, if he was still alive, what would he say? She's like, are you kidding me right now? Oh, excuse me.
Well, that's what she said.
She said she told him to F himself based on that question, which is completely inappropriate. Instead of, oh, I'm so sorry, how did he die? No, well, if he was still alive, what would he say about you? Because I want to hear what that guy would have to say before I make any decisions here. Like, what's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So then she goes into another story, and I'm not going to tell you that. I'm like, you know what? We have to do the tales of the dating scene in Newport Beach. This, right hands off, hands down, should be a reality show.
Well, the best, and I'm sure you all agree, the best TV shows, the best series, the best specials on Netflix, whatever, are based on true stories. Are real life reenactments or based on true stories. That's what you want to see, not some made up Hollywood nonsense that would never happen in real life, and you're watching it going, you would never do that, or that would never. I want to know. I want to see the real story. It
reminds me of that movie Sideways. Remember that movie Sideways? When he came in, he's like, yeah, I'm writing a book. And he goes, fiction or nonfiction? And he goes, fiction. He goes, why would you ever write a book of fiction when there's so many good stories that are nonfiction, that are real ones? Why do they even write fiction? Why? Because there's so much good. Like those are the good stories. And I'm like, ever since I saw Sideways, ever since I saw that movie, that guy said that, I'm like, yeah, why are we watching fiction?
I wrote a book of nonfiction. Perhaps you've heard of it, Chasing Catastrophe.
You can get yours today on Amazon.
Greatest hits of my career.
It was #1 in Saudi Arabia.
Afghanistan.
Oh, sorry.
Afghanistan travel books. It was I don't know if it was 1 or 2. Maybe it was #1 for a short time.
So I'm sorry I didn't read any of your comments yesterday. Not one.
Oh, I have some.
Oh, you did?
I actually pulled some comments, because, well, for one thing, because of the bag situation, when you said Indian giver.
Oh, were people upset about that?
No, people were laughing that you were bringing back the phrase Indian giver. People thought that was very funny.
Oh, they did?
Oh, yeah. I think I have an example of someone
Shut up. Someone thought that was funny?
Eileen Goldman, 4565, Indian giver, Indian giver. There, I said it. Kelly, you're hilarious.
Well, send it to Dorit. She would love it. I got to read these. These are hilarious.
Anna CG, don't move to Florida. Weather is the worst.
I didn't read any of these. I'm glad you pulled these.
How about when I was saying that you wanted me to grow my hair long because you wanted me to look like some dude on Instagram? Ms. Maria C goes, I think I know the guy you're talking about on IG. Gorgeous. I get the comparison.
See?
And then Astropo 2898, AEAF lock is for your exposure focus. Remember I was looking at the camera at the beginning in the pre-show?
Oh,
and I was going,
God.
what is AEAF?
Wow. Thank you, Astropo.
We have some very informed smashers.
We do. We have smart ones. See? I'm telling you, all of you guys are very, very bright.
The Ray Jane said, your kitchen is just going to be stunning. I love decor. Can't wait to see the completed project. Blessings, Kelly and Rick. All right, I'm going to tell you this right now.
I think I'm running out of money.
We've been running out of money for 4 months. but here's the thing. We got our knobs and handles installed today, and
From
now
M-Tech.
I can finally do before and afters in the kitchen. It's still not done yet. But this week on the Rick and Kelly Show on Patreon.com, before and afters of the kitchen to where we are now. With your permission,
So,
you're okay with it?
Well, it was so funny because our guy...
Are you okay with
cabinet,
it?
Yes, I am. Our cabinet guy, he's sitting there and he's like, oh my God, these M-Tech knobs are really nice.
Uh-huh.
He's like, these are solid. These are awesome. And I go, yeah, we should see the ones in the desert. They're all like falling apart. They're like the worst.
They're wearing off.
And I go, penny pound, or penny wise, pound
Pennywise, pound foolish.
That's what I said.
Well, that's correct. Pennywise, pound foolish.
Yeah. And he goes, and I went like this, and he goes, well, that wasn't because of me. That was because it was during the pandemic, and you couldn't get anything. And I said, that's right. I'm like,
that's true. We were going to order.
He got so defensive on that. It was hilarious.
Well, because you looked at me and I was like, well, no, because we had to get it done. It was during the pandemic and the other stuff was going to take, 6 months. And we could order on Amazon and get it the next day. And we didn't want to get that kitchen ready.
The lesson of today is don't buy cheap because you're going to have to replace it again. It's going to cost you 10 times more. Just get the expensive things in the beginning.
Or if you can't get the expensive things because it's going to take 6 months and you need them right away, go to Amazon, buy the cheap stuff, and then in a couple of years or whenever they start wearing out, then you get the good stuff.
Okay.
Isn't that also a lesson?
Yes.
Because it worked out for us.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And now we know what we like. These M-Techs are beautiful. Mm-hmm. Are they not?
They're gorge. Okay, get on to the next one.
Oh, sorry.
Without further ado.
Beachy 55, Punta Gorda is a borderline dump. Remember we were talking about the people who bought a condo in Punta Gorda and then prices went through the roof?
Yes. I was thinking that was like Punta Mita. I'm like, is that in Mexico? I swear.
And Charles Campbell said the door is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Suki C said, I can't believe I'm saying this, but that Chanel bag is one that could be offered to me for free. And I'd be like, nah, I'm good. Ugliest Chanel bag ever. I don't blame you for sending it back.
Well, listen to this. I get
Funny
this
you should mention that.
Funny that you should mention that. I'm going to read you what, and I sent this to Mattel.
Just while she's doing that, Debbie 3143 said,
this chick right here, Anna, whatever, sent this to me, and I'm going to read it to you just now. Kelly, don't send it back. That Chanel bag is a Python 2.55. It's not replaceable since Chanel no longer makes exotics. That bag is very valuable. And since they have figured that out, now they want it back. Don't do it.
Too late. Oops.
I put that bag back. I sent that right back in your face.
You know what? I'm glad you sent it back.
So then...
You don't need that bag. I'm going to read you one more comment. Oh, 2 more. Debbie said, send it to Dorit. She would love it. Talking about the bag.
That's funny.
And then Kathy Morgan 8119 said, "Don't mess with Kelly."
Aw.
Can I just say that the best person to go to dinner with is the friend who's dating and trying to find a guy like me. Because she's sitting there saying, "I wish I could have a guy like him."
I know, she
and
kept
Kelly's
saying
like,
it.
"You're right. I got a great guy over here."
She kept saying that and saying that. And I'm like, do you like her now?
Is that why she said it, to get on my good side?
I don't think so.
She said it because she's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this programming.
This is a departure, a smash departure. Before we go, I do want to give a quick plug, because you know what? We're going to do less commercials, less YouTube commercials, and just share the stuff that we love on here. That's the other thing we're going to do.
This is my favorite. And I did not eat until I didn't. Like, this kept me full all day until legit 5 o'clock. And then I was like ravenous.
You know what? That's why I'm not eating as much too. You're absolutely right. Because in the morning, I will drink a bottle of water.
Yeah.
I'll put the fit in there, and I'll take the lean pills with my fit orange drink in the morning, and I'm good. I'm not even hungry till noon.
Well, same.
I'll work out.
It's peptides, so it's building muscle for me.
Yeah.
People are like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? You look so good." At the ChumCon.
Yeah.
I was like, "It's my make."
It's I take the lean and the fit, and it actually has made me more lean and fit.
Me too. It's the truth.
So anyway, the link is in our description. The link for this product, and it works. We don't talk about stuff that we don't love. Mm-mm. So on that note, right. Have a smash-tastic day. Are we going to do a live on Friday?
I think so. Well, yes. So we're going to have dinner with Teresa Giudice and Louie on Friday.
Night. Friday night, right?
Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh, Stephen Klubeck just texted you.
Oh.
Stephen Klubeck is running for governor.
Wonder what the
Democrat.
future governor of California wants.
Do you think he's going to win?
He could. He's running.
I know.
We saw Steve Hilton. We saw Steven.
I haven't heard Klubeck. Tell me about Steve Hilton. So you need to have to go to one of those
We did
rallies.
yesterday, and we're not doing any more politics on the Daily Smash. We've decided no more. Patreon, yes, if you're interested in that.
No one can get along in the political thing. I just want to know.
We're just going to have fun here.
Well, if I could sit here all day, I want to know what people thought about the Pope.
Oh, yeah. I have some Pope stories. Actually, you know what? I'm going to tell a Pope story on the Patreon this week.
Oh,
I'm going to tell my Pope John Paul II story.
On Patreon this week, I'm going to talk about Jackie Schimmel. Okay, and I saw her story, and I was very disturbed about Jackie Schimmel's story and how people come after her for political reasons. So we'll talk about that. I'm going to show you that clip. A good one. And I really am passionate about this. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of you don't agree with what I have to say or my, ideologies, but time to go.
Well,
it's 9 o'clock.
It's time. Shutting it down. Well, it's midnight on the East Coast, so it's not that early. It's midnight on the East Coast. There's a story I'm going to tell about my coverage of Pope John Paul II's death, and that I don't know if I've ever told.
And that Pope-mobile?
On here, when I burned my eyes.
You never went in that Pope-mobile?
I drove the Pope-mobile. I was a designated driver. We were out drinking. No, it's totally not true. Anyway.
That's blasphemous.
I got to go to boxing class. I'm with the department.
Well, I'm going to clown school.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.